Hi guys, let us tackle about polynomial equations. So when you say polynomial equations, these are polynomials with equal sign, right? So it composed of variables, exponents, coefficients, and equal sign. So for example, we have here x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. This is an example of polynomial equation. There is a variables, exponents, and then equal sign. And as you can see, it always equate into 0. Alright? So, in polynomial equations, we have different terms that we are going to differentiate and remember. So, these are the different terms. So, let us have the first one. We have what you call degree of polynomials. So when you say degree of polynomials, this is the highest degree or the highest exponent of the given polynomials. So if the highest degree of polynomials is 2, therefore 2 is the degree of polynomials. Alright? Next tayo. We have what you call real roots. When you say real roots, these are the value of x of the polynomials. The value of x. Therefore, for us to find the real roots, we are going to solve for x. Alright? Next, number of real roots. When you say number of real roots, it is equal to the total number of real roots. So, we are going to count how many real roots do we have. That is the number of real roots. Or sometimes, it is according to the number of degree. Kung ilan yung number of degree mo, ganun din karami ang real roots mo. Okay? Minsan po. Kasi minsan naman, magkakaroon ka ng imaginary numbers. So, that imaginary numbers is not real roots. Kaya po, when you say, if there is a number of real roots, hindi siya lagi depende dun sa number of degree. Alright? So, that is the different terms that you will encounter in our lesson today. Alright? Let's go back with our example. X squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. Let us find the degree. So, the highest exponent or degree, we have 2. So, therefore, the degree here is 2. Next, real roots. So, how will you solve for the real roots here? So, we have x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. For us to find the real roots here, you are going to solve for x. So, yung una nating lesson, bago mag-polynomial equation, we have factoring. So, we are going to apply here factoring. Now, the question, what kind of factoring we are going to apply? Since we have here trinomial, and then the last term is not a perfect square, ang gagamitin natin dito ay trial and error. Alright? So, let us have trial and error for this one. Then, equal into 0. Yan, trial and error. The factors of x squared, we have x and then x again. Now, we have here negative. Kapag may negative dito, kailangan ng ating factor ay isang positive, isang negative. Now, what is the factor of 6? The factors of 6, meron tayong 3 and 2, meron tayong 6 and 1. Kailangan, positive, isang negative. Since positive to, the higher number should be positive. What's the higher number? Dito ay 3. So, 3 is positive, dito ay negative. Ito ay positive, ito ay negative. When you add this one, 3 plus negative 2, the answer is 1. 6 minus 1, the answer is 5. So, therefore, our factor is plus 6 and minus 1. Okay? Since we're done with the factoring, we are going to apply zero property. What is zero property? We are going to equate both factors into 0. So, we have x plus 6 equals 0. Then, x minus 1 equals 0. Then, solve for x by using transposition. yung 6, lipat mo lang doon sa kabila. So, x equals, since positive to, it becomes negative 6. So, our first real roots is negative 6. The other one, we have x minus 1 is equal to 0. Transpose mo lang yung negative 1, it is positive 1. Therefore, x is equals to positive 1. That's the answer. So, the real roots is negative 6 and 1. How will you write this one? So, you will write it by using, ang tawag dito? Basta yan. So, we have negative 6 and positive 1. Braces. We are going to use braces. So, as you can see, sabi niya dito sa pangatlo, number of real roots. Ilan yung sagot mo? Isa, dalawa. So, the number of real roots is 2. Alright? So, the degree is 2. Real roots, we have negative 6 and 1. And the number of real roots, we have 2. Let us have more example. Number 2. X minus 8 equals 0. Let us have the degree. What is the number of degree? So, the highest exponent here of the variable is 1. So, therefore, our degree is 1. Next, real roots. So, kung ang degree natin ay 1, therefore, ang x lang natin, isa lang ang magiging sagot. So, we have x minus 8 equals 0. So, for us to solve for x, just have transposition. So, x is equals to positive 8. So, that is our real roots. So, we have here 8. Next, number of real roots. Ilan? We have 1. Ayan. Next tayo. Number 3. X plus 1 squared times x minus 5 is equals to 0. This one. So, multiplication, diba? Multiplication. So, since multiplication yan, meron dyang 1. So, since multiplication, you are going to add the exponent. Kasi multiplication ito. So we have here 2. Ito ay magiging x raised to 2. Tama? Ito magiging x. So, yung x raised to 2 times x, magiging siyang x cubed. Therefore, the highest exponent we have 3. Meaning, tatlong real roots ang dapat na makuha natin. Tatlong sagot. Alright? So, how we are going to solve for this one? So, we have x plus 1 squared, tapos x minus 5 is equals to 0. Separate mo lang ulit. So, yung isa ay x plus 1 squared is equals to 0. Then, x minus 5 is equals to 0. Etong x plus 1 squared, meaning doble siya. Okay? So, meaning, x plus 1 times x plus 1 siya. So, equal to 0. Ayan. Then, this one, pwede mo na itong isolve. That is, x is equal to, transpose mo lang, positive 5. Ito na yung isa mo. Next, this one, separate mo ulit. X plus 1 equals to 0, x equals to negative 1. Then, this one, x plus 1 equals to 0, x equals to negative 1. Meaning, our roots are negative 1, and positive 5. Use braces, ha? So, now, how many number of real roots? We have 1, 2, 3. So, the answer here is 3. Is it clear? So, that is for number 3. Let us move. Number 4. X times x minus 4. So, what's the degree? So, if you are going to multiply x times x, we have x squared. Therefore, the highest degree or exponent is 2. Next, let us have the real roots. So, for us to have the real roots, just we have x times x minus 4. So, hiwalay na yung factors niya, equals to 0. Segregate mo lang. So, yung isa ay x equals to 0. This one, just transpose here, x is equals to positive 4. Therefore, the roots are, real roots are 0 and 4. How many? We have 1, 2. Number of real roots, we have 2. Next, x plus 1 times x minus 3. So, multiply again. So, we have here, x times x, we have x squared. So, the degree here is 2. So, the real roots ay dapat daw ay dalawa rin. So, we have here x plus 1 times x minus 3 equals to 0. Separate. So, we have x plus 1 equals 0. X minus 3 equals 0. So, for x equals to negative 1, x equals to positive 3. So, we have the roots of negative 1 and positive 3. Next, number of real roots. So, we have 1 and then 2. Ayan. So, that's the answer. Next tayo. Number 6. We have x squared times x minus 9 times 2x. Since multiplication, let us multiply the variables. X squared times x, we have x cubed. Times x pa ulit, we have x raised to 4. So, therefore, our highest degree, we have here 4. Okay? So, dapat magkaroon tayo ng 4 na real roots. So, we have here x squared times x minus 9 times 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Separate mo yung tatlo na yan. So, we have here x squared equals to 0. Squared means dalawang 0 dapat ang sagot mo dyan. So, the answer here is 0 and 0. Okay? Dalawang x. X equals to 0, x equals to 0. Next, this one, we have x is equals to positive 9. Transpose mo lang yan. Then this one is 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Transpose. So, 2x equals to negative 1. Divide both sides by 2. Cancel. X is equals to negative 1 half. Therefore, our real roots are 0, 0, we have 9, and then negative 1 half. So, that are the real roots. Negative 1 half. So, we have how many real roots? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 real roots. Next, we have 3x plus 1 squared, then x plus 7, then x minus 2 raised to 4. Let us have the number of degrees. So, this one is 2, then 2 x squared times x cubed. Ito ay x raised to 4. So, we have 2, 3 plus 4. We have 7. Diba? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 4, we have 7. 7. The degree here is 7. So, dapat magkakaroon tayo ng 7 real roots dito. So, we have 3x plus 1 squared times x plus 7 times x minus 2 raised to 4 equals to 0. So, hatiin natin lahat ng factors, equate natin sa 0. Dito, meaning 3x plus 1 is equals to 0, dalawang beses. So, 3x is equals to negative 1, divide both sides by 3, cancel. So, x equals to negative 1/3. Ilang beses? Dalawa. So, negative 1/3 tsaka negative 1/3. 2 times. So, this one, we have x plus 7 is equals to 0. X is equals to negative 7. Tatlo na. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Next tayo. X minus 2 is equals to 0. Yung 2, lipat mo lang ulit. So, x is equals to positive 2. Ilan beses daw? The exponent is 4. So, 4 na 2. Ayan. So, we have here negative 1/3. Negative 1/3. We have negative 7. 2, 2, 2, 2. Alright? Or, pwede mo rin yan gamitin. Yung katulad sa example sa modules, we have negative 1/3, which is 2 times. Ibig sabihin, dalawang beses na ulit. Then, negative 7. Then, we have 2. How many times? 4 times na naulit. Yan. Pwede mo rin isulat na ganyan. So, how many real roots are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the number of real roots. Okay, let us have another. Number 8. We have 2x times x raised to 4 minus 4 squared. What if this one? Okay. So, how will you find the degree? So, this one, we have x raised to 4 tapos may exponent pa. So, you are going to multiply. 4 times 2, we have 8. Then, multiply pa ulit. Meron pang x dito. Add mo pa 1. Okay? 4 times 2, we have 8. 8 plus 1, we have 9. So, the degree here is 9. So, kailangan makakuha tayo ng 9. 9 roots. Okay. Nga lang, kailangan real roots ha. Hindi natin isasama si imaginary numbers. So, mamaya makikita nyo kung nasan si imaginary numbers. 2x times x raised to 4 minus 4 then squared equals to 0. So, mamaya na to. Ito muna. Factors. We have 2x equals to 0. So, therefore, divide both by 2. Cancel. X equals to 0. Meron tayo isa. So, this one, kailangan 8 makuha natin. Meaning, dalawa to. X raised to 4 minus 4. Okay? Tapos yung isa pa. X raised to 4 minus 4. Yan. Dalawa means exponent of 2. Then, equate natin siya sa 0. Parehas. So, x raised to 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. X raised to 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. So, ito, perfect square, then another perfect square. So, difference of 2 square. So, pwede natin kuhanin yan. Magiging x squared. Isa ay x squared plus 2. Square root nito. Square root nito. Tapos, x squared, then minus 2. Diba? So, same at this one. We have x squared plus 2, then x squared minus 2 equals to 0. Separate pa ulit. Pwede pa equate. Equate ulit sa 0. So, we have here x squared is equal to negative 2. If you are going to have the square root of a negative numbers, it becomes imaginary numbers. So, ang sagot dito ay x, cancel to, is equal to positive and negative 2i. Pag may negative sa loob ng square root, that is an imaginary number. So, may imaginary numbers ka na 2i at saka negative 2i. So, this is not included as a real roots. So, this one, x squared minus 2 equals to 0. Transpose mo. X squared is equals to positive 2. Square root mo yan. Square root mo. Cancel, cancel. So, ang x mo ay positive and negative square root of 2. Pag kumukuha ka ng square root, laging positive and negative. So, meaning, isang square root of 2 at saka isang negative square root of 2. Is it clear? Since parehas to, so dito makakakuha ka rin ng 2i at saka negative 2i. Tapos dito, makakakuha dito ng square root of 2 and negative square root of 2. Ngayon, bilangin natin ang real roots. Ang roots niya, degree 9, di ba? So, kailangan 9 to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tama. 9 ang lumabas. Pero, the number of real roots should be, ito lang. We have 0. We have square root of 2. We have square root of 2. We have negative square root of 2 and negative square root of 2. That is the real roots. So, ilan yon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the real roots is only 5. Is it clear? So, yun yun. So, that is imaginary numbers. Kapag ang square root ay nasa loob. Pag ang square root mo, may negative yung nasa loob. Okay? Imaginary yun. Hindi po pwede yun as a real roots. So, ito pwede rin isulat to as 0, then positive and negative square root of 2, 2 times. Or positive square root of 2. Yan. Pwede rin yan. So, ang count dyan, 2, 4, 5. Okay? So, that is how you are going to determine the degree, the real roots, and number of real roots.